What up, you guys, and welcome to another episode of the Black Expat Podcast, coming to you kind of sort of live, but not really, but from YouTube. And before we get into the question of the day, y'all know what time it is. If you're tuning in, take a drink with me. So, for those of you guys tuning in, you probably know Thanksgiving just passed. And yes, I do miss cornbread. And yes, I do miss chitlins and greens and ham hocks and pig feet and hog maws. I got none of those things while I was out here in Taiwan. None of the things I listed. But how do black expats and expats in general spend Thanksgiving? I don't know. Let me see. The same way or similar to how you guys spend it back home in America or wherever in the world you may be, where you guys celebrate by eating and spending time with family. But it's a little bit different because as we know, and as you guys probably definitely know, especially now during coronavirus, when you are staying at home and staying safe and social distancing, right? Yeah. You know that there's nothing like family. So we as expats, we try our hardest to recreate that. First, find you a friend that knows how to cook a turkey. When I say cook a turkey, I mean like this. And Patrick, my best friend, the in-house bartender, go to inhousebartender.com, he's awesome, does turkeys very, very well. He made 2 of them this year, not 1, but 2 turkeys. And turkeys also are dumb expensive. I don't know why. They're more expensive than chicken, and chicken is delicious. But I guess so is turkey. But anyway, we as expats, we try to recreate Thanksgiving. 1, find you a friend that can make turkey. 2, find you some people that can get in the kitchen and throw down. We were fortunate this year to have not 1, but 2 black women in the kitchen throwing down. We had sweet potato pie. We had macaroni and cheese. We had green beans. We had, what else? I'm forgetting, I'm losing. We had some other stuff that was really different. Cauliflower, green beans, all that stuff. We had dressing. Y'all, we had dressing, and it was so good. And I may have stole 1 or 2 pieces of cornbread for the dressing, but we ain't gonna get into that. It was still delicious. So we try our best as expats to recreate Thanksgiving by having those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know the things I listed, but by having those things. At Arts and Crafts Bar this year, similar to what we did last year, we had what's called Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving is when you invite your friends, close friends, family, if you're fortunate enough to be an expat and live in a country where you still have family, around to your place to eat, to fellowship, and to say what you're thankful for having while you're enjoying delicious food, right? We try our best to recreate it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. As many years I've been in Taiwan, it's been 10 years now, I've had 8 Friendsgivings or 8 Thanksgivings here in Taiwan. 2 of them I spent back home in America. Shout out to me. I'm very fortunate during those 2 years. But as hard as we try, it's really hard to recreate that family feeling. You try your best. You call your family. They're watching football or they're asleep because it's 3 a.m. or you're asleep because it's 3 a.m. your time or wherever you are in the world. It's hard to recreate it, but we still try as hard as we can to recreate that feeling of family, right? Thanksgiving, for many, is just about being out with people you love, you care about, that you may not see very often, that you see every day, and just being reminded of how fortunate you are to have them around you, to have them in front of you, and to be able to eat food and enjoy it and laugh and joke, etc., etc. So we got fortunate, right? I've been very fortunate out here to meet a bunch of amazing people from all over the island who I can come together and fellowship with on Thanksgiving. Shout out to Sweet Eats, who catered our Friendsgiving event here at Arts and Crafts this year. But yeah, man, that's how we as expats spend Thanksgiving for the most part. Is it hard for us? Yeah. Is it even harder during coronavirus? Absolutely. Is it a good time? I don't know. Look at the picture. Look like a good time, right? Plates all nice and stuff, and it's set up nice, and we're just sitting there and laughing and joking, and it's black people, and it's great. It's a good time. And again, the food was delicious, so I can't complain. Would I much rather be back home? Yeah, absolutely. But does Taiwan create a space and create opportunities for us to recreate things when we get back home here? Yes. So don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't go anywhere else because you're gonna be too homesick, because you might be homesick, but do what you can to meet cool people and have a good time in different parts of the world, because that too is possible. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it and you work really hard. But as always, I'll be going into much more detail about expats and holidays, specifically Thanksgiving and Christmas, and how we spend them and how we get through them in the Black Expat Podcast. New shirt. You guys like it? You guys like it? If you guys like it, if you want it, tell me. Send me an email. I'll mail you one, but you got to pay for it. The shirt and shipping. But as always, Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Black Expat Podcast on YouTube. For more information, click the links in the description. And as always, as we end and I say goodbye in the holiday spirit, have your last Thanksgiving drink with me, even though it's not Thanksgiving anymore, I don't care. See you guys next time. This is some high quality red wine here. Get you some if you ain't got some.